here the quwwah doesn't, because the quwwah doesn't meaning like, okay, you don't have no weapon, you don't have nothing. Right? It's like a person come with at a gun point, your wallet. What you do? I'll give you more than my wallet. I'll give you my bills too. Feel free. Right? So here he mentioned, if there is the presence, if the fight is there, right? إِذَا حَضَرَ الْقِتَالِ, if the fight is nowhere to avoid it. But وَفِيهِ قُوَّةٌ, and there is strength. Now look, Islam doesn't go, doesn't ask nobody to go blindly. If you go, you'll fight, you don't fight a fight you won't win. You know you won't gonna win this fight. Don't fight that fight. Barehanded, no nothing. The individual has everything with them as weaponry and the like. But وَفِيهِ قُوَّةٌ, and there is barakallahu fikum strength. فَإِنَّهُ, at that point on, لَا يَجُوزُ لَهُ, it is not permissible for them to be running away from the battlefield. It is not permissible for them to be running away from the battlefield if there is strength. The individual, and that could be barakallahu fikum at a larger or at a very smaller level. Let's say the person barakallahu fikum, he came in, he has strength. The Muslims are fighting against the disbelievers. He has strength, then he is not to be running away. But rather, if he has strength, he has to fight. You understand? Now that is an obligation. He came and the fight is there. They fighting at the very level, at the very personal level. He came and they are fighting. The Muslims and the disbelievers are fighting. He is there. He came and he find them fighting. And he has the ability, he has the strength. It is not for him, barakallahu fikum, to run away from the battlefield. Because from the mubiqat, right? From the mubiqat, meaning from the 7 major, extremely major sins, duna shirk, part of it, right, is at-tawalli, running away from the battlefield, of the day on the battlefield. Running away from the battlefield. So this is from the mubiqat. So now it is an obligation. It is an obligation of doing what? Of barakallahu fikum, fighting in the cause of Allah. In that situation. Akhi. And this is now it is not correct for the brothers that are in prison. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aid them and aid all of us, ameen, and give them patience upon that which is a calamity that befallen them. But Islam is not a gang. Islam is not a mafia, a mob, I think they call it a mob. Islam is not a mob. It's not a gang. It's not like it's not like the Crips and the Bloods and the likes of that. It's not so. Barakallahu fikum. And one is not to design his own Islam. One is not to, barakallahu fikum, design his own Islam, right, and tie it to his own measurement, la wakallah, but rather following what? Following the text. And a lot of time, barakallahu fikum, we hear from the brothers that are in the institutions, I mean, mentioning people talking like this reckless. Like we're going to fight jihad, this and the third. Akhi. Salatul Jum'ah is not even wajib upon you. Salatul Jum'ah is not even wajib upon you. If they give it to you, fine, but it's not an obligation upon you. Because you are taking the ruling of a slave in regard to this issue. You are taking the ruling of a slave. You are owned. Your time is what? They tell you what time to go to bed, what time to eat, what time to take a shower, what time to do this, what time you can see your beloved ones. They time your life. You don't have your time in your hands. But when they want to, and this is barakallah fikum, and this is alhamdulillah, a lot of efforts that we all got to do, those who have the ability to reach out to the brothers in the sijin. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aid them. Alhamdulillah, recently some of the brothers, they were trying to put some noble Quran in those prison systems. And this is a striving, alhamdulillah. It is to be continued. Some of the brothers, alhamdulillah, they need our help. If you cannot go there and give a class or whatever the case, you can't do that, alhamdulillah, find a program where you can bring books and we send it to them. And alhamdulillah, the program is going. It just need a little bit of push from the brothers, because some of the brothers, they really need the help, barakallah, because they're trying to be upon Salafiyah. Some of them will not miss a class on all over the barakah, the Salafi masajid. They won't miss a class, barakallah. They follow it better than we following it. So you don't think that they need a little help from us? وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. The third one, بإذن we will continue with next week with the two verses that the Shaykh حفظه الله ورعاه brought in Surah Al-Anfal, which is the verse number 15 and 16. Please look at verse number 15 and 16 in Surah Al-Anfal, and please look at one of their book of tafsir, Imam Abdul Rahman ibn Nasir al-Sa'idi, or the tafsir of Barakallah Fikum Ibn Kathir Rahimahullah, Imaduddin. 15 and 16. Surah Al-Anfal. Anfal is what chapter? I believe 8. Anfal is 8. So chapter 8, verse 15 and 16. Please, inshallah ta'ala, look at those two verses in the books of tafsir. So when we come, we will all be prepared in regard to what is the Shaykh rahimahullah he derived from his statement. If there was any mistake that I have done, and I'm sure there are many, please rectify me. May Allah rectify in all your affairs. Ameen. Awesome.
You join somebody, you walk up and somebody on the fight, and you don't know if they're right or wrong, if they're the Muslim started the fight.
No, but that's different. You're talking about a Muslim.
Yeah, you walk in, you see a fight, they jump in the Muslim, and you just...
Well, I mean, you're gonna separate them.
Yeah. Oh, just separate it and find.
But you don't side up and beat the guy up because you don't know if you know what I'm saying.
Lamb chops. Lamb chops. Halal. Halal.